Welcome to Hotline TV, everybody. I'm John Mercurio.
And I'm Amy Walter.
The first White House debate is almost here, and the campaigns and all of the candidates, including the vice presidentials, are hunkering down working with stand-ins this week to get ready for the big nights.
Oh, I know. That's right, John. I love some of these stand-ins. By the way, Michael Steele.
Michael Steele for Barack
standing
Obama.
in for Barack Obama and for John McCain. They have Ron Klein, I think.
They have
standing
Greg
in.
Craig.
And Greg Craig.
Greg Craig, one of the few gray-haired advisors to the McCain campaign. I'm sorry, to the Obama campaign.
All right. So
interesting stuff. We
know, though, these candidates have a lot of their expectations are high.
Sure.
What do these guys need to do? Let's start first with the Friday night fight. McCain, Obama. It's supposed to be about foreign policy.
Right.
Jim Lear moderating. They have time to question each other.
I think it's going to be interesting, especially if the storyline continues about the Wall Street collapse, about the financial crisis. Trying to pivot onto foreign policy after a week so focused on this big story about the economy, I think will be really difficult, if not a little bit awkward, for Jim Lear, who's a very talented debate moderator. Right. I think the economy could sort of overshadow this foreign policy debate. We could start to see questions aimed at foreign policy and answers from each of these questions focused more on the headlines of the day and the issues that people are clearly more focused on. 55% of Americans in the new Hotline Diageo poll, I believe, saying that the economy is the top issue. Look, Obama learned a lot. I think he came from being a pretty weak debater in the Democratic primary to being a pretty strong one towards the end. He might be a little rusty. McCain, though, if you think back to 2000, was a really good debater against George Bush. When it was just the two of them out there, that's when I think he scored some of his best points. One thing I think Obama should be looking at going into this debate, talking so much about how, with McCain trying to claim the mantle of change, I think, and Obama, if you're watching the show, which I know you do every day, I think you should take the line that McCain used against Mitt Romney, saying, you know what, you really are the agent of change, the candidate of change. Take it, use it against McCain, use it against him. It would be a zinger, and you can claim, or you can claim all credit for it. Hands off. It's all yours.
Oh, as long as we're throwing advice out, can I give my advice? But this is for the vice presidential debate, not just changing gears for a second, or we're just going to switch gears just for a second, which is that Joe Biden, for all the talk that he is going to have difficulty here not being Joe Biden, right? That he can make some gaffes, he has to go up against a woman. Is he going to fall into the Charlie Gibson problem where he looks maybe condescending, problematic? I think he has shown himself to be an amazing shapeshifter.
Shapeshifter? What's a shapeshifter?
He is anything you want him to be at whatever time. He was the foreign policy guy when he was introduced.
Average Joe, Amtrak rider?
He was average Amtrak Joe, Scranton boy, Scranton stutterer, whatever. Then we moved into...
Scranton stutterer.
That's when he was introduced during the convention. Now I'm an insider. Longtime friend of John McCain.
Right.
And so his line could be, again, you don't have to credit me, I'm just throwing these things out. He can look at Sarah Palin and say, Sarah Palin, I know John McCain. John McCain is no John McCain.
Wow.
How about that? That'd be pretty good.
Nice.
That'd be a nice one.
Good times.
But that's
And just to be fair and balanced, tomorrow we'll come back and we'll bring some advice for John McCain and for Sarah Palin. Is Joe Biden, though, going to even be able to do that? I mean, the rules for the vice presidential debate under the agreement that the McCain and the Obama campaigns agreed to and under the demands of the McCain campaign are very strict. Look, they clearly are concerned about how Sarah Palin will perform. They want to limit the discussion time per topic to as short a period of time as possible. The idea being that they want to sort of give her, I think, the information that she needs to answer the question without allowing the debate moderator or Biden, I guess, to sort of drill down into a more sort of nuanced and specific policy conversation.
I think that helps Sarah Palin, although I think that where the Biden, the Obama folks got what they wanted, which is to put them up there at podiums so that it's not this sort of collegial style where when you're sitting next to somebody you might feel the need to be a little more open and let's discuss this.
I know exactly how you feel.
They don't want to see. Yes, I do. You're right. And so
we should do podiums, though.
Oh my God, we totally should. All right. Well, we have a lot more to talk about. We have just very, very little time today, but we'll be back in this. Lots of thoughts. Tomorrow you'll hear some more of them. Till then, I'm Amy Walter.
And I'm John Mercurio. We'll see you at Ole Miss, if not before, on Hotline TV.
Oh, are you going to Ole Miss? You didn't tell me.
Yeah, I'm going to be down in Mississippi on Friday. Yeah, I'll
Oh,
see you there. I'll see you.
You didn't tell me that.
Sorry about that.
Oh.